Donald Trump's newly announced tariffs on Colombia will make some of the things you buy almost every single day far more expensive. First and foremost, the United States gets around 27% of our coffee from Colombia, a huge portion of what the United States consumes. Also, 60% of roses sold in the United States originate from Colombia. Valentine's Day is just 18 days away. A lot of the bulbs, roots, trees that we import in the United States comes from Colombia. Also, Colombia is in the top 5 countries that we get crude oil from, so gas prices are likely to go up as well. We also import a lot of vegetable fats and oils and glass from Colombia, along with other agricultural products. So if these tariffs stand as Donald Trump has described them, going from 25% to 50% in a week, all of these things are going to be vastly more expensive for the American people. That, to me, doesn't sound like a great deal for all of the American consumers out there who just want to buy.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, I gotta tell you guys, I just witnessed the fastest fall that I think I've ever seen, right? As President Trump has just humiliated the president of Colombia, okay? The socialist president, Mr. Gustavo Petro, decided it would be a good idea to reject illegal immigrant deportation flights from the United States of America. Now, this story is a weird story because the president or the country of Colombia had approved the deportation flights that would be conducted by the U.S. military to take back their illegal immigrants. And then all of a sudden, as the U.S. military flights are about to land, the Colombian government says, nah, we're good, right? We don't want them. Take them back, okay? That's what happened. The president came out and rejected the flights, claiming that he doesn't like the flights being military flights and that he wants the illegal immigrants to come back with dignity, right? He basically was saying, well, I want them on commercial flights, right? I want the migrants coming back on regular planes, not military planes, right? So he basically was woke virtue signaling. And President Trump said, I bet we're going to slap you with severe and harsh sanctions immediately, okay, across the board. That's what Trump did over the military deportation flights. And he went on Truth Social to announce his tariffs and other sanctions that he slapped on Colombia. So without further ado, let's actually learn a little bit more about what's going on here.
We are following breaking news at this hour here on Live Now from Fox. You're taking a live look at the White House as we have learned that President Trump is now ordering action to be taken against the country of Colombia, saying, quote, I was just informed that 2 repatriation flights from the United States with a large number of illegal criminals were not allowed to land in Colombia. This order was given by Colombia's socialist president, who is already very unpopular amongst his people. His denial of these flights has jeopardized the national security and public safety of the United States. So I have directed my administration to immediately take the following urgent and decisive retaliatory measures. And he also just shared that information in a social media post. Some of those measures include an emergency 25% tariffs on all goods coming into the United States. In 1 week, the 25% tariffs will be raised to 50%. Also issuing a travel ban and immediate visa revocations on the Colombian government officials and all allies and supporters. Visa sanctions on all party members, family members, and supporters of the Colombian government, enhanced customs and border protection inspections of all Colombian nationals and cargo on national security grounds, treasury, banking, and financial sanctions to be fully imposed. President Trump saying, quote, these measures are just the beginning. We will not allow the Colombian government to violate its legal obligations with regard to the acceptance and return of the criminals they forced into the United States. This is a look right here of the social media post that he just issued there on Truth Social. That's on the left-hand side of your screen. On the right-hand side of your screen, that is a social media post by a Fox News journalist, Bill Maluzhin. As we continue to follow this breaking news, as we have learned that President Trump now ordering action to be taken against Colombia after 2 flights from the United States with a large number of illegal criminals were not allowed to land in Colombia. President Trump saying that the order was given by Colombia's president And his denial of these flights, President Trump writes, quote, has jeopardized the national security and public safety of the United States. And therefore, he has ordered his administration to take a number of retaliatory measures, including emergency tariffs, a travel ban, revoking visas, sanctions, and also financial sanctions as well.
Yeah. So President Trump essentially just threw the book at the Colombian president, right? Basically said, listen, okay, if you don't want to take back these flights, then we're just going to tank your country, right? We're just going to destroy your economy and have fun with that, okay? And basically in about 20 minutes, the Colombian president has reversed his decision, which should come as no surprise because I told you guys before, and I'll tell you again, when it comes to these tariffs, a lot of these countries, a vast majority of them, actually every one of them for the most part, needs the United States more than the United States needs them. Okay, so when you F around, you find out. Look what happened to Trudeau. Look what happened to Mexico. They all folded instantly to President Trump. And the reason why is because they know that these tariffs would really, really, really hurt their economies. Okay, and that's the last thing that these world leaders want. In Colombia's case, we are their biggest trading partner. Okay. We account for about 20-30% of all of their trade. So sanctions of 25% and then 50%. Yeah. I mean, it's going to destroy their economy. Right. And this guy is going to be out of there quick. Okay. So basically he has come out and not only reversed the decision, but he's also offering his own presidential plane to help repatriate the deportees from the United States. Again, this was reported by CNN. It says here, Pedro has now offered his presidential plane to help repatriate deportees from the U.S. who were set to arrive in the country Sunday morning. Quote, the measure responds to the government's commitment to guarantee dignified conditions, the presidency said in a statement, but did not provide details. Discussions between U.S. and Colombia officials remain ongoing. Yeah, so at this point, you have the Colombian government begging Trump for mercy, saying, please spare us. Okay, please don't do this to us. Apparently, again, the president caught even the Colombian government off guard with this. Okay, so this was just the president trying to, I don't know, virtue signal or whatever, right? Trying to make a statement, okay? And we all know that the liberal media here in the United States and the liberals, they're going to praise the guy and say, oh, he's standing up to Trump. It only lasted like 5 minutes, right? It literally only lasted like 20 minutes because now not only are they taking back their illegals, but they're paying for it, right? If they're sending their presidential plane to pick up their illegals, then, hey, they're paying for it. We didn't even got to pay for it. That's great. That's awesome. Okay. I mean, that's the least they can do considering how we did pay to fly them all the way to Colombia just to be rejected. So yeah, that's the least they can do, right? The least they can do is send their own plane and use their own resources to deport their illegals. In fact, Trump should stick to his guns on this in the sense that it's like, no. Since you wanted to play tough guy, right? Now you have to foot the cost for deporting your illegals. Okay. If you're not going to be committing X amount of dollars to helping us with the mass deportations, then hey, some of these sanctions might have to stick. They might have to stay. Okay. I'm just saying, because now they've come back to the negotiating table. They're groveling, right? They're groveling. They're begging for mercy. So, look, the unfortunate part about this is that, at the end of the day, I hope that Colombia and the United States can have good trade relations. Okay. Just like I hope that we got good trade relations with Canada and Mexico. But at the same time, it's like, yo, these are your people. Okay. They're in our country illegally. They've committed crimes. You got to take them back. Okay. Take them back and lock them up. It can't be that hard. Okay. It can't be that difficult. But again, this guy let his Trump derangement push him into making a bad decision for his country, for his people. And, this is the result. This is a classic case of F around and find out. Okay. He got a little bit too big for his britches and Trump just spanked him. Okay. Put him back in his place. And now he's begging for forgiveness. And, these people, they're going to learn, right? A lot of these world leaders, they're going to learn. Just don't F with Trump, right? Don't mess around, because not only will Trump make you find out, he'll also humiliate you in the process, right? Trump actually posted this on Truth Social after issuing those sanctions. I mean, he's just humiliating the president at this point, right? He's just making an example out of the guy. And this is what happens when American leadership is back. It is what it is. Some people might not like it, but you got to respect it. You got to respect it. So all those liberals that was out here taking this premature victory lap. Oh, they're standing up to Trump. Well, Trump just proved you wrong once again. This has been an amazing, amazing week. Wow. I cannot imagine a better first week. I've never seen a better first week for a president in my lifetime. And this is the start of a golden age, guys. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.